Hello everybody and welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the i500s from Pods Bay. And I've been looking at these for the past couple days now. And I've got to say that the AirPod clones, they're reaching a peak. And I don't know if there's going to be another iteration after this, because I don't know how else they could improve. But the claims with the i500 from Pods Bay are that it can get 4.5 to 5 hours battery life, and that it has the new Hey Siri feature. So I'm going to be testing those out in this video and discussing them more in depth. But in the box you get the charging cable and the manual, and as you saw, there aren't really any Apple logos on this box. It is just a generic looking package, but that does help with it not getting claimed and destroyed by customs, so that's not a bad thing. So now, first thing I noticed holding it in my hand is it has a very nice weight to it, and you can see it has the Apple logo, or has the designed by Apple in California, assembled in China, and it also has the kind of brushed finish on the hinge, and then on the inside it also has these kind of markings, as well as underneath the earpieces. So now I'm going to look at them right beside the real ones and see if I see any differences. And looking at the words on the back, they look the exact same. I can't see a difference. Looking at the inside, they look the same. And then now I'm going to compare just the earpieces, and they look identical. I can't tell any differences except for maybe the microphone on the fakes. The hole for it might be a little bit bigger, but that is it. So now I'm going to put them back in their case. Actually, I'm going to try putting them into the other case real quick, and the light begins to blink, which I think means that they are charging now. You might be able to charge these clones inside of the real AirPods case. I will try that with the real AirPods in the case of the fake ones as well. And it does not seem to start blinking. Oh, alright, this time it's blinking. So it might have to be pushed down for it to make good contact, but it does fit in the case. It is a little bit loose though, so it doesn't fit 100% perfectly. But it does fit in there, and it does start blinking, so it might be able to charge. So putting them both in their respective cases. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to try weighing them against the real AirPods, and I will also try weighing them against the i200s that I recently did a video on. So let's see, it is at 0. I don't know if you can see that very well, but when I put the real AirPods on, they weigh 46, and that is with a dust guard that is metal. And now I'll try weighing the i500s, and they weigh the exact same, exactly 46. And now I will also try weighing the i200, which only weighs 36. So one big giveaway that your AirPods are fake is the weight, and you can really notice that whenever you hold them in your hand. If they don't feel heavy, they feel a lot lower quality because of that. And so if you're scared of someone like calling you out on having fakes, then if they just hold them and it doesn't weigh the same, and if they have a pair, then they might be able to tell just from that. So the next thing I'm going to try out is the wireless charging, because these are clones of the AirPod 2s. So alright, as you can see, when I sit it down on the wireless charger, it does begin to light up orange, and the ring turns on, indicating that it is charging. So that works very well. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to be trying is the pairing feature. So these do use an H1 like chip, and the pop-up is normally very quick. So I'm going to try it real quick. And it does have the newer style pairing where you have to hold the button on the back. So when you open it, you just hit connect, then hold down the button, and I haven't had any issues with this pairing so far. It seems to work perfectly every time. These percentages are correct, just like a lot of the other newer ones I've been checking out. And then something else that's cool is that it actually updates in real time, depending if you have one in or both in or both out. So you take both out and then it switches to that, and then if you put one in, it will switch back to that. So that's very cool. And as you can see, it also does that in the widgets. So you can see it shows up as both the AirPods and in the case. And then if you were to put one away, then it will show up them individually because one of them is charging. So that works very well, and I have not had any issues with that. Next thing I want to try out is the ear sensors. So I'm going to put both of them in. And there is no voice with these, like whenever you're pairing it or anything. There is just a slight beep whenever you put it in your ear. And I will try the ear sensors now. So I press play. Then when I take it out, it pauses. If I put it back in, then that time it did not play. I'll try it one more time. So it paused. Okay, and that time it started playing again. I'll try it with the left ear. And it paused. Put it back in. And that time it played again. Okay, so that works very well. One thing I've noticed is that like if I put it in wrong, or if it doesn't exactly line up with my ear, then it won't always play again like you saw in the first time. But normally it works pretty well and it doesn't really have any issues. One thing I do notice at the gym, if you get kind of sweaty, then it might have some issues. And sorry about like some clicking or camera sounds. I still don't have a new mic for the camera yet, and it keeps focusing, and so I have to readjust it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to try out is the voice commands for it. So, hey Siri, next song. And then she should, skip to the next song. Okay, so now I'm going to test out the touch functionality with it in my ear. I'm going to double tap the right ear. Alright, and that paused the music. I'm going to try it again. And that time it played the music. Now I'm going to try tapping it 3 times. And that goes to the next song. We'll try it again. Okay, I'm going to pause it again. Okay, now I'm going to try the left ear. I'm going to double tap. And that seemed to pull up Siri. I'm going to try 3 times. And that seems to rewind the song or go to the previous song. So those work very well. Next thing I would like to do is a quick microphone test, doing a voice recording. I have tested these on call, and it does seem to have a slight echo. It doesn't sound as bad as some of the other clones that I've checked out, but the mic still is a place that needs to be improved on these clones. But it doesn't sound that bad. It does have a slight echo though, which you might be able to hear in the voice recording, but keep in mind it might sound different on phone calls than what it sounds like here. This is the test of the i500 headphones from Pods Bay, and I will include that in the video instead of the video sound. So next thing I want to talk about is the range. And with these, I was able to get 100 yards away in the area I was testing, and that was as far as I could go. And there was still no breaking up or anything. They still sounded perfect. That was an open area though, so if you are in an area with walls or other people on their phones, then you might get more interference. But from my experience, I have not had any issues. So another thing that is the big selling feature on these is the battery life. And I did do a phone call during my battery life test in order to test out the mic, but I was able to get 3 hours and 45 minutes, which is still amazing. Now, using the microphone for phone calls, when you do a phone call, it does use up more battery life because it is actively using the microphone, which could have drained it faster. But I do all my mic test, I do all of my battery test at full volume, so that way I test them all at the same level, and with them getting 3 hours and 45 minutes on max volume, they could easily get at least 4 hours with using them on a normal volume, like half or like 50% or something like that. So I think that is very good, and for the price that you're paying, $74 with free shipping, I think these are a really good deal. And I honestly don't see why people would still buy the real AirPods, or like, I get a lot of comments every time I post on these videos about like, oh, I'm not gonna buy fake AirPods, like I can just buy a nice pair of like cheap earbuds or cheap wireless headphones. But the thing is, with these, you're getting a lot of features that you don't normally get with other just cheap headphones. You're getting the ear sensors, you're getting the wireless charging, the pop-up menu, like the easy connect feature. Like, these are all really nice features that you only get with these clones, unless you're willing to pay for the premium, which I think for $74 you're getting about the exact same thing. So I think these are a really good buy. And as I can show real quick, I don't have any issues with the connecting. They connect really easily. Anytime I just take them out, they are really quick to connect to the phone. And as you can see right there, they're already connected. Also, another new feature, as you saw, the volume popped up. That is something that they have started doing, because that is how the real AirPods work. And it just is to let you know what the current volume is whenever you first pair them. But the sound quality of these is, to me, the exact same thing as the real AirPods. I can't tell a difference. I'm not an audiophile, but to me it sounds exactly the same. And another thing I wanted to mention real quick at the end of the video is that I am still running my giveaway for the i200s that I last did a video on. And if you'd like to go check that out, there'll be a link down below. And to enter, all you have to do is like, comment, and be subscribed. And then I will also be doing a giveaway for these starting in this video. So if you would like to enter, just like, comment, and be subscribed, and you'll have a chance to win these i500s from Pods Bay. If you'd like to buy a pair of your own, then I will leave a link down below that you can use to go to the website and buy yourself a pair. But I hope that you enjoyed this video and it helped with you making a decision. And if you have any suggestions on like stuff for my new camera or anything, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do things with it and some ways to edit it. But if you have any suggestions, just let me know down below. And I hope that you enjoyed. Peace out.